Hello guys, in this session we are going to discuss a very interesting concept of desludging in the alpha level purifier. So in the manual there is nowhere it is mentioned how the desludging process is carried out. I tried to search in a lot of manuals and videos, but here is the concept about the desludging mechanism. So let's go through the desludging mechanism. Before that, let us understand the components. So this is our operating slide. Okay,
To every marine engineer out there, from junior engineer to chief engineer and electrical officer, we all know that earning respect on ship is very important. We all know fast promotions are very important, and we all know that इज्जत कमानी है, promotion चाहिए तो काम आना चाहिए, तो जूते पड़ते हैं, गालियां पड़ती हैं, and for that you need a good mentor. Sometimes we keep finding those mentors on board ship, अगर नहीं मिल रहे तो MNDFLIX है ना, Merchant Navy Decoded has launched a subscription model where you can find more than 30 plus courses with respect to your rank, helping you earn respect on ship. Please enroll on these free trial videos, watch these videos as per rank, and then decide whether you want to invest or not, with a very good flexible payment plan as well. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata.
operating slide moves inside this holder. This is the operating slide holder. So inside this holder the operating slide moves 0.5 mm up and down. Okay, this is my discharge slide. So when the discharge slide flexes, when the discharge slide goes little bit down like this, the sludge ports gets exposed. Okay, there is a clearance and then the sludge ports gets exposed. Okay, now this is a valve plug. The valve plug, and this is a nozzle here, and this is a small nozzle drain hole here. Okay, so one drain hole is in the operating slide and one is in the holder. Okay, now we see that in the bowl body, so this one, this section is the bowl body. So in the bowl body there is a hole. So this is the hole we can see here. This side it is not shown. So you will have a number of holes around the periphery of the bowl body. There will be plugs on the operating slide. So this is a plug on the operating slide. So there are 3 plugs on the operating slide which will cover these 3 holes. There are 3 holes in the periphery of the bowl body. So there are 3 holes which will be covered by the valve plug. Okay, when normal operation, during normal operation, when the bowl is closed, this valve plug is pushed up. Okay, how it is pushed up? There is water inside this chamber, the pocket in the holder. You can see here excess water is drained out from this section, but there is water in this pocket, due to which the natural tendency of the operating slide is to be closed towards upward side. Okay, so there is no closing pushing force from downward. So this water in this pocket is able to push the operating slide upwards. Okay, when the operating slide is going up, what it is doing, that drain this plugs, this valve plugs, these plugs are closing the holes in the purifier bowl body. Okay, this one we can see here, this hole is being closed. So due to which the water is not able to drain out from this section, and the closing water which is going in from this side is able to fill this space, and as this space is filled up, the discharge slide is going up. Okay, discharge sliding is going up and it is sealing this section with the main seal ring. So no discharge is taking place that time. Acha, during discharging what happens? Operating water goes from the same line. Only difference is that operating water has got a bigger orifice. So flow rate, how it is the flow rate is controlled with the help of an orifice. So in the operating water line, operating water for operating water for opening the bowl, that is the opening water. So when opening water goes, it goes through the bigger orifice. So when it is going through a bigger orifice, the flow rate increases. So basically this flow rate actually is the criteria that opens the bowl. So when the opening water is sent for very less time, say 3 seconds, it is sent through the same line. Here we can see in this, so when it connects to the bowl body, the line is same, and here in the operating water ring, it goes through this section, and you can see the when the operating water for opening bowl or the opening water is going inside here, the excess water is able to get drained from this section. Okay, so this is my opening water, this is opening water going in this section, and excess water is getting drained here. Now what happens? Now you can see here there is a passage. So in the operating slide, all the passages are not having the plugs, only 3 passages are having plugs which have to close the seal the bowl holes. Okay, other holes are open. So the operating water for opening bowl or the opening water rises from these holes in the operating slide. So when they rise up, how they rise up? They rise up because the force is more, right? Because the flow rate is more, the force is more. So even if they are draining out from here, they are having higher force to go up and fill this section. So when they are filling up this section, even there is a small drain nozzle here, very small, the water is still draining out, but then the flow is so much that for say small amount of time it is able to push this operating slide down. Okay, just a second. So what happens when your water rises into this, and water is here also? So how can water be rising here? Because of pressure into area. You can see the area, cross sectional area is more here, so the force is greater. So when you have greater force acting from the top, then this pushes down the operating slide downwards. As the operating slide falls, these valve plugs fall. So the holes in the bowl body get exposed, and as the holes in the bowl body get exposed, the water from this section drains out from here and goes out from this number 1 nozzle. So as the water drains out from this nozzle, the discharge slide falls or flexes, actually just little bit flexes. So there is a small clearance between the main seal ring and the discharge slide, and due to which the sludge port gets exposed. Okay, and the desludging takes place for that period of time, and as soon as we stop the opening water, the opening water flow is stopped. No more opening water is going now. So no more of this opening water is going. So what happens now? The opening water starts draining from this line. When it drains out from this line, the water below here, there is no need to supply extra water. Always water is in this pocket. So the water stored here just has a natural tendency to push up the operating slide. Okay, so the operating slide gets pushed up because of this water in the holder. in the pocket here. So operating slide pushed up, and as the operating slide is pushed up, the valve plugs the hole in the bowl body, and there is no more water to push the operating slide down. Okay, so this gets pushed up and the bowl body is sealed. Now at this time we supply the closing water from this section, and the closing water is going and sealing the discharge slide and pushing it up. So as it gets pushed up, the section gets sealed and we will continue with our operation. So that is all about the concept of desludging mechanism. So this is one of the most important concepts in the LCAP principle. This is very much different from Mitsubishi, and this is how it has to be understood. Okay, so most important concept is the how the water gets drained out from this section. So the valve plugs is playing the role of sealing the section, and the flow rate of the opening water, that is what is able to displace the water and go up and push the operating slide from the top, so that the able to push the operating slide from the top, so that the operating slide falls. As the operating slide falls, the bowl body gets exposed and the water drains from here. So that is the concept. I hope all of you could understand this. Okay, so that was about the discharging mechanism of the alpha level purifier. Thank you guys.